Ashley at Bit Angels, and we just finished our pitch competition here at Tokenize Global 2024, live from Las Vegas. And here with me today is Rich. He was our #3 winner in the Bit Angels pitch competition. But I have to tell you, there was quite a bit of discussion in the judging room about who should place where. Everybody was a big fan of Rich. I would love for you to explain to us, what does Paisley do and why we were all so excited? And if you don't actually figure out why we were excited, I will tell you, because we were really excited.
Well, I'm glad about that. But basically, Paisley is a cooperative in the payment space where people can get paid for using the payment network rather than submitting to all the other TradFi payment opportunities.
TradFi is traditional finance for those of you who aren't degens.
Right. Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so, people have been paying as businesses or as individuals multiple percents in credit card fees and so forth for a very long time. And that's putting billions of dollars in the hands of a few oligopoly companies, right? As they're extractive, right? Where Paisley is sharing the rewards with the individuals who are part of the network.
Okay, so how does something like this differ from something that is more commonly understood like Bitcoin? We know Bitcoin is an immutable, it's a blockchain. One block, the next block is built on that block, so nothing can be changed later, and it's a block and a block and a block and a block. How is this different than that?
It's not much different. So what you just described is a chain of blocks, and so a DLT has 3 kinds of technologies, and one of them is blockchain, where a blockchain is required to store 1 hash in the next block. Another kind of DLT is a DAG, where it stores either 1 or more in the next block. In a lattice technology, which we base Paisley on top of, that's not required. It's handled separately in a Merkle tree. So all of the immutability, all of the properties that you find in Bitcoin and in blockchains are still there in lattice. It just relieves you for having to wait for the system to chain things together. Okay. Because it's a merge function.
Okay, so basically you're going to get cheaper transactions. You're going to be able to do just as much volume. So it'll be faster. Yeah. And it seems like it's peer-to-peer means it's more sovereign. So we're not asking for permission. We're not asking necessarily if we can spend the $100 that's sitting in our bank account, in our traditional bank account, which they may say, actually, no, we don't want you to do that.
You're absolutely right. It follows the ethos of Bitcoin, right, which is about decentralization, which is about peer-to-peer, and which is about financial sovereignty and people owning their own financial sovereignty. Yeah, but we're just using, nobody wants to spend their Bitcoin, right? It's kind of a store of value. So on Paisley, you'll have a different payment method and be just another kind of a token that is builds its own economy as a co-op. It'll have value within its own economy.
What's interesting to us, so you say co-op, but the part of your pitch that really got us excited was credit union.
Sure.
Because we actually all understand what a credit union is, which is basically the CEOs of these credit unions are not getting $900 million flying private jets and have 17 homes. The credit union is actually built to benefit the community in which it serves, which we thought, oh my goodness, because you have on-ramps and off-ramps, which is one of the biggest problems when you're talking about a new token or a payment system. And then the other piece that we thought about was, maybe it's not supposed to be public knowledge, but the ability to actually transact in legacy systems while building this new system, which is the part that got me really excited, because I heard a story the other day. This guy's dad, during the Great Depression, he kept all his money in his mattress. So there was all the run on the banks. Everybody went wiped out. Everybody lost all their money. He had all his money in his mattress, so he still had all his money. And it just reminds me that in traditional finance, when we have things in custody, we can lose them for whatever reason. And when we hold them ourselves, we are personally responsible. So he took personal responsibility that his house wouldn't burn down because his money was in his mattress. It's the same thing in crypto. But when you own it and you have it and it's your keys, your money, that was the part that excited us the most. All the benefits of the credit union along with your keys, your money.
Exactly. So credit unions are actually a form of a co-op. It's a different legal structure, but it's a co-op legal structure. What we've built is a technology that allows you to be a co-op, which is much like a DAO. But what happens with co-ops is there's 200 years of legal infrastructure and governance. And that's sort of the problems in DAOs is governance and the legalities. So that's why we opted to go with a co-op model, which credit unions, as we morph into as our end goal. Right.
Fantastic. Well, how can people reach you and how can they find out more about Paisley?
Very good question. Easily, they can find us at paisley.io, and that's PAISLEY.io.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rich. And congratulations again. One of our Bit Angels winners from Tokenize 2024 here in Las Vegas.